This is my wife's Mini Cooper, and just like every Mini Cooper owner, she likes to accessorise. Beltline chrome delete, night jack side mirror covers, gigantic e-badge removal, mini cup holder mats, Union Jack roof decal, and of course a designer badge label. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for customising and personalising your own car, but how far is too far? Next thing you know it, she's going to be wanting Fast and Furious decals up the side of her car. Hello YouTubes. Today, if you haven't guessed already, we're installing a pair of gigantic Union Jack decals up the side of the Mini Cooper. Now these are high quality $20 items all the way from China, and they're not big enough, believe it or not. They're not high enough, but I'll make it work. I've worked with vinyl before, and if I have to add some extra black vinyl, I've got some in the basement. So let's have a look at what we need to install these stickers. There's two basic methods for installing large decals like this. They all come with this application tape. Sometimes it looks like masking tape, but on this occasion it's clear, which is really good because it helps me align the whole thing without having to have x-ray eyes. Now the dry method of installing would mean you peel this off and then slap it on the car and hope you've got it in the right place, because if you peel off the vinyl once it's stuck to the car, when it's dry, you could tear it or stretch it. And then you're back to square one. You have to spend another $20, right? My preferred method is the wet method, whereby we spray the surface with a solution of 99% water and like a couple of drops of dish soap. Give it a little shake. Just makes the whole process nice and manageable. You can move it about, peel it off, and it won't tear. It does take a bit longer to dry, but on a warm summer's day like this, shouldn't take long at all. For application, you can use a squidger like this, which comes with a kit. Not keen on this, it's a little bit sharp, very cheap. But I prefer just to use a microfiber cloth, especially on sections with small areas like this. I'm not going to have masses of bubbles that I need to get out. Also going to need a very sharp knife. Be very careful with these. Do not put this near your paint. If you cut into your paint, you're going to risk water pockets, water getting into the little cut you've made, and then rust and all sorts. So just be careful with a knife. And of course scissors to cut away all this white paper when you're trying to apply it. It makes life easier if all this section is not in the way. Okay, so what's first? Need to wash your car, or at least the part you're going to be installing your decal on. I've already washed the Mini. Now it's important, don't polish the area before you apply the vinyl, or the vinyl will just slip off. So as long as it's clean, don't want any grit in there. It can cause little bumps in your vinyl. It could even tear it when you're trying to smooth it down. So as I say, I've already washed the Mini, so now we can peel off this application tape, which keeps the sticker attached. It will then be upside down. Spray it with a fine mist of my solution, and the same in the body, and then we can figure out where it's going. think we'll go for that. So you can see what I mean about it not quite being high enough to fill from top to bottom. Regardless of the angle, it's always going to fall short along there. So I'm going to trim it along there. Well, trim it along there. Trim it around there. I don't want to over the black plastic. And then a bit around the door handle. See how it looks. So the downside to this clear application tape is it's kind of rigid, it doesn't give. So the likes of this air bubble, I'm not going to be able to get that out because it's actually on the application tape. So again, this is a good reason to do this wet. I'm going to peel off all the application tape and then very carefully with a soft cloth go around and get rid of all the air bubbles. Still get quite a lot of trimming to do. I did end up using this little thing. It's not as sharp as I thought it was. As long as you're not too aggressive, you don't want to be scratching your actual vinyl. Okay, let me finish trimming round. I've got the door handle to do around the plastic, the black plastic section, and along the bottom of the door, and then we'll see how it looks. Both sides are now done. Doesn't look too bad actually. Despite all my air bubble removal, we still have air bubbles. Now I've seen this before on cheap vinyl. There's some sort of chemical reaction, and even though you've got rid of all the air bubbles, it still bubbles up. But it does go away. Just needs a couple of days of heat cycling, if you know what I mean. Sun up, sun down, and I guarantee all these little bubbles will disperse. But overall, I think the placement's pretty good. Other side is just the same. Well, it's almost the same position. I couldn't get exactly the same, but I've got the same bubble problem. But as I said before, they will disperse. Hey, not bad for $20. Yeah, it's the mini mods done for a while. Do me a favour, don't leave a comment below suggesting more mods. Now, I'm not going to leave a link to where I got these from because I don't want to be responsible for you messing up. AliExpress, but I'm not giving you the link. They look not too bad, and as I say, $20 plus shipping from China. Peanuts. Right, whatever you do to your Mini, do it safely, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.